Hello, NWOBHM here. Today is the 2nd of June 2023. Usual quick favour, if I could ask you for one, and that's if you would please subscribe to the channel. That'd be excellent, appreciated, and a big help. So please do click that button if you would. Today it's Trespass and their new album Wolf at the Door. Now, of course, it's around 5 years since Trespass's previous album, Footprints in the Rock, which was superb. And here we are, 5 years later, 2023, and the good old new wave of British heavy metal survivors have come back with Wolf at the Door, and it's quite some album. Original member Mark Sutcliffe, he's still around on guitars and vocals. From the previous album, Footprints in the Rock, Joe Fawcett and Jason Roberts remain on guitar and drums respectively, and we've got a new member, Will Wilmot, who's come in on bass. Now, Roberts and Wilmot make a formidable rhythm section. You know, the drumming in particular, there's no mucking about here. It's straight ahead, it's powerful, and it's got a big sound, and it really helps to drive the whole album along. Fawcett and Sutcliffe crank out all those big yet measured riffs, and their lead into play is really nicely on point. You know, quite a guitar duo. We've got 11 songs here, around about an hour's running time. I think it's 50 or 55, 56 minutes, something like that. Call it an hour, what the hell. And it's a really pleasurable hour as well. Of the 11 songs, you know, Blackthorn starts it off, huge monster riff, really hard hitting, some nifty lead work, thudding chorus, you know, controlled power, fantastic, right? Dragger's Dawn, forgive me a slight obvious pun, stabs away with more of that big riffs, big infectious chorus, you know, Sutcliffe and Fawcett trading off again, and then follows Force of Nature. That's just as hard, heavy, and a bit dark even. As you know, what a powerful trio of opening songs we've got there. And I mean, the whole album, it hits the mark right on the nail. Crooked Cross, that packs so much into 4 minutes, including more of that blazing lead work. Really hard, heavy song. Unsinkable and Stranger in Paradise, you know, quite a spectacular pair of mini epics, both stretching out into sort of like some prog rock style territory at times. Live Like a King could arguably be the choice cut here, with the energy running through it, and you know, it's hard, it's heavy, it's got a lot, just like everything else. The title track closes it out in some style as well. This is more of a sort of a brooding, doomy style song, which is quite a contrast to all the brutal heaviness that's gone before. But it works well as well, and builds up to quite some big finish. I say kudos to Trespass. You know, after 40 odd years since Mark Sutcliffe put the band together, here we are in 2023, and they can crank out an album that sounds as fresh and well, just thumpingly enjoyable as this. You know, hard, heavy, refined, that new wave of British heavy metal undercurrent as well, and it just really does hit the nail on the head for me. Seriously recommended stuff. You know, various formats available. I've got the CD as always, but I mean, you can do the downloading thing, and there's a vinyl version as well, I think. So as always, I'll put a link to it in the description below, so you can you know, pick it up in your format of choice. And don't forget the previous album, Trespass's Footprints in the Rock as well, because that's killer stuff. So you can check that out also. And remaining on new wave of British heavy metal for a little bit, there are new albums due any day now. They should be dropping through the door from Weapon and Millennium, so I'll get them up as soon as they arrive, and I've given them a spin. But in the meantime, don't miss out on Trespass's Wolf at the Door, because it's top stuff indeed. Right, so there we are. Please subscribe to the channel before you go, that'd be great. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.